What's up, everybody, and welcome in to another edition of the Sit Down. As always, if you enjoy this live video, please make sure you hit that like button and let me know what you think of today's very interesting discussion in the comment section below. If you're watching us currently live on YouTube, welcome in. Please make sure you say hello in the chat box to the right of the show. If you're new around here, you just haven't done it yet, or you're living in a rock and seeing this video for the first time, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit that subscribe button below now so you never miss another sit down video. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. This is our Thursday live stream. I hope you're having a great evening. It is 9 o'clock or so on the East Coast. It's been a slow week, been a wild week, obviously, here in the Americas. Donald Trump is your next president of the United States. I'll talk a little bit about the election a little bit later. The results are in, obviously. It was a landslide victory for Mr. Trump. We'll get some opinions on that. But tonight, I really wanted to talk about, I think we've reached the end, guys. I really do. And it's not to say I'm leaving or anybody else is leaving, but I wanted to kind of look deeper as to what has happened to this genre. Why is it dead? Why is it so weak at this point? Right? Because it really is. I mean, there's only a few guys left that are still putting out videos. And if I told you that it had more to do with views, would you believe me? I think we've trained this audience for some reason to buy into the wrong shit. And we're just kind of at the end of the road. Where do we go from here? Before we do that, though, and as always, as I remind all of you, if you'd like to support our channel further, please hit that super chat icon in the bottom of the chat box, a little $sign. You can also support the show. Hit me up on Cash App as well. Anything you send is greatly appreciated here for the goodness of the show. Before we get into the show, I want to issue a correction. And I went to several people on this, and I want to tell you essentially what happened. Last Saturday, I was doing my video. I was getting my video ready for production and to put it out. And I was contacted by a source that I have. This source has given me all sorts of good info over the years. He's a lawyer. He knows a lot about Brooklyn and Queens and the five boroughs. He knows all sorts of people. He contacted me and said, "Hey, Bobby Manna died." And I said, "Okay." The source had always been good to me over the years. So I put it out. And I want to issue correction. From what I understand, the info was not good. I ended up, several days later speaking to some people, and I learned recently that Bobby is still ticking. Unfortunately, this is not an exact science sometimes. I think if you've done this as long as I have, I mean, I've been doing this almost 4 years now, you get to know people, right? They give you good information. This guy has always been trusted, not to say that he won't be in the future, but he gave me bad info. So as far as I know, and he is quite old, but as far as I know at this hour, Bobby Manna is still alive, though I believe he is, from what I understand, very sick. I apologize. It's obviously something I don't really ever do. I always try to get the right info, but sometimes you get things wrong, and there's my correction. So from what I understand, a lot of other individuals were reached out to about this. Several other people posted it, and yeah, I ran with it. So sometimes you get it wrong. So that's on me. But all right, let's get into today's subject, and that's the mob genre. And the thumbnail, I think, really orchestrates this success of this genre and then where we are now, right? There used to be so many people doing this, right? I mean, you had so many former guys in that life doing this. John A. Light, Sammy Gravano, Gene Borrello, Michael Franzese, Bobby Luisi, Dominic Cicale, John Panisi, Mikey Scars, Joey Molino. And this was up until like a year ago. And now we're at the point where very few of them are still doing content on a regular basis. And if they are, it's really been cut down. Okay. The only person that regularly does content that was once in that life is John Panisi. John Panisi posts multiple times a week. Sammy does one video a week now, and it's a live where he just answers questions for money. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he doesn't put out produced content anymore. The content has been dumbed down. The production value is gone. Michael Franzese still does content, but not a lot of it's mob related. And if it is, it's some broad topic about films or something like that, right? Mikey Scars is on Patreon. John Aylet doesn't do content really at all. Gene Borrello doesn't have his own channel. Hootie's long gone. Dominic, he'll post every 3 months. Luisi, I don't even think he does content anymore. Ruggiano, he's cut down, it seems like. You also look at the guys that were not in the life. How many people have left this genre? Mooney Dashcam, Jay Coletti, that guy Members Only. Does he still do content? How many people have left? Lee Cole, he left. You know, Proctor still hangs on. OC Short still hangs on. I still hang on. And you look at across the board, views and interest in this genre are gone. I used to just throw out a video and it would get a bunch of views. Now, you got to fight. You really got to fight it. All of us are seeing it. And what I never quite realized, and I think we're finally at it, people are trained to literally only care about the 5 families. And you have to do videos about the 5 families or people don't watch it. In fact, you can really only do content about the 5 families from 1980 until today. And you're really going to struggle if you don't talk about today's content involving the mob, because now you're really in just about a 20-year period. The Gotti content, people used to eat up. You used to be able to just throw a Gotti video out about anything and it would get 50,000 views. Now, people are tired of it. They don't want to hear about John Gotti anymore. They don't care about the 3 capos shooting anymore. They don't care about Sammy or Michael or the gas tax scheme. We've heard it all. One thing I've tried to do is always tell you about people you never heard of before, but even that has become a lost art. And I think it's just viewers they're trained to only care about a certain thing, but now they're just trying to not caring at all about anything. And when you want to do drama, which is how you get views, you have to mess with some pretty trashy people. You have to delve in some pretty trashy subjects to get people to watch. And this content is stale. And some of it you blame the audience for. I can put a video out. I can't make people watch it. I'm at the mercy of YouTube. And so is OC Shorts. All of us are. We're all seeing a decline in views. You also look at the low quality content people put out. Misinformation. And that's rich because, as I just talked about, I did do a little misinformation, unfortunately, but I don't try to do it. I try to put out the best produced content, right? I don't want to see it go because we built up something so good here. It was a good run, but where do you go from here? How many people are now on Patreon? They don't even do YouTube anymore, right? And case in point, when I realized this genre was dead was a few weeks ago. Gene and Joey went at it, and nobody knew about it because Joey put it on Patreon, and most people don't go on Patreon, and Gene doesn't have a channel. Years ago, a year ago, every genre content creator would have talked about Gene and Joey going at it. Nobody does. Some people don't talk about Active Guys. Some people do. It's all over the place. And I think the biggest issue we have here is at the end of the day, we are glorifying awful people. And we are. I am painting these people. And some of the problems that I have is we glorify bad people. We're talking about people in some lofty way like they're good people, and they're not. These are the worst people in society. And I'm sure a lot of people say, well, what are you talking about, Jeff? True crime's huge. They don't glorify those people. That's the difference. We don't sit there and hear people glorifying Jeffrey Dahmer. We don't see people glorifying Ed Gein. We don't see people glorifying Adam Lanza. We don't see people glorifying Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. We don't see that. But in this genre, you're a bad guy if you don't glorify them. If you talk about the mob in a bad way, like they're bad people, you're the bad guy. How can you not simp for mobsters? How can rats not be bad people? No, they're all bad people. You're not some stand-up guy because you go to prison. Who gives a shit? You're still a bad guy. This genre is full of goofy simps who love the mafia. That's just the truth. And at times, I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. So where do we go from here? I don't think we go anywhere. And I heard James Proctor talking about it, and he was 100% right. All I can do is the research. Every day, I'm going to put a video out, right? And people either watch it or they don't. You also look at the people that do come into this, and they try to put stuff out. Like, I interviewed Junior Pagan. People are saying, well, why didn't you get Junior on again? Because all people did was pick apart Junior. You come on here, and all people do is pick apart what you do. And I think a lot of people just get tired of it, and they say, I'm out. And again, if it's not drama, people don't watch it. Then you do drama, and it's, can you just do mob content? You can't make anybody happy. So you just try to do what you can, and the rest, I think, fills itself in. But I don't know where to go with it. I'm still doing fine. I mean, I had a video a few weeks ago that got 70,000 views. I'm still getting more views than most people get on YouTube. The only trouble is I'm used to so much more. And I think a lot of other people are as well. All right. Yet the channel, A Few Bad Men, is thriving. Is he? I don't know. I'm looking at his channel, and I don't know. I don't know that I see the same thing you do. I mean, he gets the same amount of views that we all get. What do you mean thriving? Maybe I missed where he was thriving. No one's thriving in this genre. No one. We all get about 10 to 30,000 views a video. So thriving would mean he got 100,000 views on every video. So Peter, let us know when he does that. That said, I wish him all the best. It's not easy to do this. You need to start talking about Wade Wilson and true crime. Why would I do that? I've tried that. I've tried talking about terrorists and drug dealers. You folks don't watch it. But it's not about what people don't do. I'm just trying to understand where we are with it. You know what I'm saying? This is a good point. This guy stopped. A lot of good big channels stopped. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Cynthia, $5. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah. I mean, that's not mafia content, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get why he's doing it. Michael doesn't have to adhere to a schedule. He has a bunch of subs and views and can do that. I'm just trying to understand why and what has happened here. And I think another thing, too, I think people got turned off by the fighting with these content creators, right? Where you had this subset of this community of SlobTube, they call it, right? The guys that are going after people's families and fighting with each other and calling each other's jobs and like stuff like that. And that bled into what we do. And I think it just kind of hurt it too. It's all, I think, kind of relative to the success of, the genre in general. I try to have an inviting community, at least when I do a video, right? So for instance, for a long time, I got shit because I had Biggie and Michael Jordan on my wall, two kind of cultural heroes. I love basketball and I love music. And all I heard was, I used to get the most disgusting, why do you have that fucking Molignan on your wall? Just low life stuff, true sick stuff. Then you try to up it and say, okay, well, I'm talking about mobsters. So even though I don't really want them on my wall, I'll have a gangster themed room. And then you get this. fucking assholes like this guy. So you can't win. You can't win. So what you try to do is you just want to try to make most people happy and go from there. But I just think in the end, glorifying bad people to make them be good people is, I think, a losing battle. And when every viewer is trained to believe that rats are really bad, and we're going to glorify, John Gotti and Vinny Gigante and Albert Anastasia, who were equally bad too. Like I said, they don't glorify Jeffrey Dahmer. We don't hear people glorifying, other serial killers. They just tell the story and that's it. So, I'm in a position where like we have to keep doing this because this is, a part of my income, right? And this is a show that people expect me to do. I wouldn't say I'm too big to fail. None of us are. We're all dug in though. The user isn't. The user can just stop watching and that's that, This is a hard thing to do. This content stuff, it's hard. This is what I do. Every dollar I make comes from the internet. And it's been like that for a long time. And if I don't do videos, I don't make money, right? So, and there's a lot of people that do this. And it's a great career because I have a lot of free time and I have more ability to do what I want to do. But there is a reason to think, though, that I am a slave to views and social media engines pushing what I'm doing. So, like, for instance, TikTok. There were months where I was getting millions of views. There'll be weeks where every video is like struggling. And it's like you post through it, but it's like you're always a slave to these apps, man. There is so much source material that even reveals unknown facts about the sexy names. Yeah, but I mean, do you? I don't know if you noticed, but like I've done shows that are original, right? Like I did a show about Joey Messino, where he was after he cooperated. I think it got 9,000 views. I don't. That's completely unknown, But I think it's time, and I'm not going anywhere. I'll keep grinding and doing the content, but it's time to pour one out. The mob genre is dead and buried. Truly. Let's see what some of you thinks on it. All right. RoboCop says Patreon has less drama. A lot of jealous people on YouTube, unfortunately. I give you credit for staying away. Good points. Well, I don't always stay away from it, but I appreciate it. And I think you're definitely right as far as the less drama. Gidrius Grudzanotskis. I did not watch your content too much, but you always say facts. It's enough for me. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. OJ Simpson's here. Wow, $4.99. Just Nate do it. Thank you, OJ Simpson. Back from the grave. I don't know who that little fat kid is, but all right. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's better than working for a living. What's up, Joel? No, I don't let him bother me. Don't let him bother me. I mean, his channel is hardly known and his content is very good. Okay. I mean, none of our channels are really well known. I don't know what your point here is. I mean, I can understand if the guy's getting tens of millions of views, but I don't know. He's no different than any one of us. What's interesting is it proves the exact point that I'm making. Like he did a video on Jack Legs Diamond and got 7,000 views. That's the point. And watch, I bet if I hit popular, his most viewed videos are probably the big names. Yep, Nicky Barnes, Bobby Johnson. You can't talk about unknown people. People just don't care. What's up, Batchelder? What's going on? All right. Mob genre is very interesting. Yeah, it is. At times. At times. Jerry Molino's interview was terrible. What interview? Dan Tundis, $10. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate your support on here on the channel, my man. And by the way, speaking of delusion, let's take a look at this. I saw this moving around the mob tube sphere. Get a load of this shit. Now, this is an actual real petition going around. Get a load of this. Commute Vinny Basciano's excessive prison sentence. 115 verified signatures. This is on change.org. Get a load of this. Now, the issue is, over 2 decades ago, my cousin Vincent Basciano was imprisoned. His supposed crime? A deeply ingrained loyalty to his friends. A loyalty that led him to not expose them, even when cornered by the law. Vincent's sentence has outlasted those of other defendants in this case. He has paid an overbearing price for his actions, much other than his counterparts. The toll it is taking on his family, our family, is immeasurable. The pains of missing a loved one never fade away. They only deepen over time. It is time for this unnecessary suffering to come to an end. Vincent is not a threat to society. He has paid the price for his actions and then some. A contributory factor to the length of his sentence was not the crime itself, but rather his refusal to compromise on his values and principles, aka he didn't become an informant. Are those not qualities that should be revered other than punished? We are not just a voice screaming into a wind. We are a united front advocating for justice for one of our own who is being treated unfairly. We call for Vincent's sentence to be reassessed and commuted to time served, allowing him to integrate back into society, to have his freedom restored, to return to his family. Your signature can make a difference. Please, let us bring Vincent home. Sign the petition. Okay. So, what do we have here? Well, essentially, the cousin of Vincent Basciano had the right to create a change petition. And his goal is to get and acquire signatures that he can take somewhere and hopefully get a commuted sentence for his family member. Now, I want to say a few things here. First of all, Vinny Basciano is not a wrongly accused person. So let's remember that. Vinny Basciano was convicted of multiple murders. In fact, he was talking on wiretap about essentially whacking the prosecutor in his case. Vincent Basciano is a mob boss. He's a mobster and admitted one of that. And what do we know about these people? They never get out. We just talked about Bobby Manna. Bobby Manna will never get out of prison. Bobby Manna never had anyone whacked, other than Irvin Schiff. He didn't even do it. Vinny Basciano participated in these crimes. I understand they miss their family, and I feel bad for them. I know Vincent has 3 sons. I know he has a wife. I know he has a family. But it's not exactly excessive. It's absolutely needed. Vincent Basciano is a convicted mobster. He's an extortion artist, a drug dealer, and a killer. And he deserves the sentence that he has. It's that simple. And it doesn't make him a better person because he just didn't tell on everybody. Yeah, can we admit it is somewhat ethical that he didn't tell on everyone and he took his punishment like a man? For sure. But they don't give you points for that. And this is why, and I'm telling all of you, this is why this destructive letting out people like the Gemini twins is destructive. Because what it's going to now have is people like Vinny Basciano are going to ask for release. I'll tell you right now, it's never going to happen. Ever. Do I think Vincent Basciano is an inherently evil person? No, I don't. I think he did what he had to do to survive. I think he hurt the people he felt he needed to hurt. But I'll tell you right now, he ain't going to get much in the way of points after that little Greg Andre stunt. If he didn't do that, he'd have a slightly better chance, but not much. And remember, it's not just one body. It's more than one body. That's the problem here. And again, here's what we go back to and what I just talked about. Most of society, in fact, 95% of society, don't ever want to hear the name Vincent Basciano. And if you told them the story, they would supremely ask that he never be released from prison. No one is going to relate to this. No one is going to take up for a mob guy. No one. Outside of maybe a few people in the neighborhood. That's it. Now, when you look at someone like a Ross Ulbricht has an opportunity to have his sentence commuted. If you don't know who Ross Ulbricht is, look it up. He had a website called Silk Road. People on the site on the dark web were moving narcotics, and he essentially just gave them the opportunity to do it. They hit him with a life sentence and said that he was a drug trafficker. His argument was, I didn't do that. I gave people the opportunity to do commerce. They just decided to do it and sell drugs on it. So someone like him, yeah, I think he has a chance at commutation. But Vinny Basciano, a convicted boss of one of the 5 families who attempted and wanted to whack the prosecutor in his case and is on the hook for multiple bodies, no, I don't think he'll have his sentence commuted. That said, if you'd like to sign the petition for Vincent Basciano, you're welcome to it. I won't be. What else do we have here? Have you thought about doing true crime mixed with mob stuff? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I mean, yeah, that's not, let me just say that. No, I haven't. But no, I mean, there'd be no reason to do that. I've tried it. People don't watch it. This genre is trained to only want mob content. That's just the truth. So, you know, you got to do with what people want. So, all right. My boy's getting, I have no idea what you're talking about, my man. Dan Tundis, thanks again, my man. Maybe do gambling shows? No. Why would I do that? This is a mob channel. And guys, listen, I want to make this clear. Like, I'm fine. I make money doing this. I'd love to make more. I'm looking at this more of why this genre has failed as a whole. It's not about me. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's happened and why it's happened. And this is why it's happened. There's 500 people in this live. It can't be that dead. Again, yeah, we don't necessarily have the total problem. I'd love to have more, but yeah, there are people that are definitely struggling a lot more than me. Seems like you've been saying this for a while. Yeah, it has. And I have. You're a natural, Jeff. What's up, Rodney? What's going on? I wish you could interview Greg Scarpa Jr. I tried to, but he wanted like $2,500 to interview him. I don't have that type of money. And even if I did, I wouldn't be paying him. Let me say that again. I do have that kind of money, but I'm not paying for an interview that I'll make nowhere near 2,500. That's the thing. If I could interview Greg Scarpa, and let's say like Greg wanted 2,500, but I'd make 6,000, then yeah, I would do that. But I'm not Vlad TV. I'm not Patrick Bet David. I'm not going to get millions of views on it. I could do the video and I might get 20,000. That's not going to make me my money back. Appreciate that, my brother. Thank you. What's up, Sporting? Do you think that folks are watching Joey Merlino instead of other channels? No, because their channel's struggling too. We're all struggling. It's the whole genre. It's not just me. We're all experiencing the same stuff. Don Salieri, I signed that petition. He deserves to come home. Explain, Don. I'll wait. I'd love to hear your breakdown on why Vinny Basciano deserves to come home. Let us know. Good to hear that. Tommy C says, yo, my man, get a new barber. Your hairline is fucked. Why do you ask for that LeBron fade? Tommy C, when I want your opinion first, I'll ask for it. Number 2, are you gay? Why are you offering another man's opinion on someone's hair? Tommy, when will you understand? I don't give a shit what you think. I'm unapologetically me and will never change. I don't care. As long as the women like it, which they do, I'm not doing shit, Tommy. So do me a favor. Go fuck yourself. How about that? In the words of Richie Aprile, go fuck yourself. How about that? Tommy C, bug off. Look at this. Look at this. $199.99. Jimmy Light. We haven't seen you in a while, Jimmy Light. Thank you, Jimmy Light. I appreciate it. You know, Jimmy Light, you're always coming through. You know, Jimmy Light, I had a feeling I knew who you were for a while. I don't know that I know now. But thank you, my friend. You're always very kind. Drinks on you. Well, the good news is that'll buy my bottle this week. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. We'll have some drinks for you. Hope someday we can meet you. Thank you so much for your kindness, man. It really is appreciative. Hasn't Vincent killed and had people kill on his behalf? Well, absolutely he has. But that doesn't matter much, Peter. Cynthia, $5. Thank you, Cynthia. I watched the full Jerry Molino Vlad TV. Joey did a bunch of word salads. Well, of course he did. He doesn't want people to think he's in the mafia. I would disagree that people don't care about Red Pill and Andrew Tate. Did you see who won the election? By the way, let's talk about the election because I want to play something for you guys, and you're going to get a real kick out of this. Let's laugh for a little bit. You guys want to laugh? Let's laugh. Who doesn't want to laugh? And guys, please don't leave because you're going to love this. We got 531 people in here. You got to hear this, okay? I posted this on Twitter, and it is hilarious. So this is a compilation. I've been absolutely enjoying the last couple of days the upset people that Donald Trump won. Now, we're not a political show here. That said, it is really funny to hear some of these. You got to see some of these meltdowns. Let me show you here. This is so funny. And it's mostly women. Women are super upset. Get a load of this.
I'm upset. I'm going to get drunk today, and I'm going to act like an angry black fucking woman because I'm fucking angry. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm angry as fuck, bro. I'm angry. I'm hurt. My feelings are fucking hurt. We always finish last. We always come fucking last to everybody, even our own fucking men. And you niggas mamas be black. This shit is crazy. Y'all got black ass daughters. I'm angry as fuck. I'm gonna get drunk and cause a problem. I'm going to get drunk today, and I'm gonna act like.
But I guess what my question is, what is she upset about? What is she so upset about? Let's say her.
Are we serious right now? Are we serious? Fuck the sad music montage, bitch. What in the fuck? I'm mad as hell. What the fuck is going on? Y'all sitting here crying. I'm crying too. I'm mad. What did y'all do?
These people are dead serious with this. It's like, how sick do you have to be to post this stuff? Like, do you ever look at this and say, well, maybe I shouldn't post that? Let's see what she's up to.
Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up! I'm going to need to call in sick from work today.
Okay. Let's just understand what she just said. He can't go to work because the election didn't go her way. He can't go to work and provide for her children, her family. She doesn't have a disease. She's not deathly ill. She's not on her deathbed. She can't go to work because of the election.
I've been crying for 24 hours. I went to work and was working while just tears coming down. I ruined my contact. I haven't been this heartbroken since my dog died.
So the question is, why are they so upset? What has made them so upset and so breakdownish?
I be drunk, but I'm dead ass serious when I say
Look at this.
Fuck you if you voted for Trump, and here's what I think about it.
That's actually kind of funny.
If you thought I hated white men before, you don't even know what's coming for them crackers.
Got it. So it's a racial thing. What's interesting, though, is she still hasn't told us why she feels this way. Number two, I'm telling you what's going to happen here, and mark my words. Last couple of years, it's been a war against, like, people have made a war against LGBTQ or blacks versus whites. Now going forward, it's men against women. there's a huge movement going on of people like this, people that are going to hold it that I'm the bad guy, even though she has no idea how I voted. She doesn't know anything about me. She's just hold it against me because I may have voted for Donald Trump, but we still don't know why she's upset.
You picked a fucking rapist. You picked a rapist. You picked a...
Okay, so by the way, I'm not, maybe I'm crazy. I talk about crime. I don't ever remember Donald Trump ever being convicted or even brought in a criminal case involving that word. But hey, why let facts get in the way of a good story?
It's the day after the election, and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning in tears. Partially because of how the outcome was, but also because of my disbelief that so many people somehow weren't represented. The majority of the people that I spend my time with and that I even talk to socially, not even very close to me, we're going to vote for Kamala. And I woke up sad, but also I still have this feeling that we're not done, that there's more to be said about this. And isn't it American of us to question and be curious and validate before we give in?
That one's not terrible. All right, one more.
In 4 years, there better be 2 women on that fucking ballot. There better be. I don't want a single fucking man. I do not care if he is the most qualified man in the world. I don't want him on that fucking ballot because there have been hundreds of qualified women.
Well, interesting. For a group that hates misogyny, that does seem a bit misogynistic, doesn't it? Interesting. Got it.
Fucking feral today. Feral! If you see me, keep walking. Do not make eye contact. Do not square up at me. Don't act like you know me. Like, I want to eat, like, maybe they voted for Kamala, but, like, I want to eat them right now. Like, I want to take a bite out of those glutes in a bad way.
Imagine dealing with that lunatic on a regular basis. Holy shit, man.
If you're a Donald Trump supporter, you're ugly and dumb.
Look at this girl. I mean, this is... Look, I'm not a big liberal conservative guy, but like, is this not like the left wing maniac right here? Like the crazy hair that's like different colors with like the nose ring and like super pale and just like weird.
Dumb. And that's sad for you. And what's even sadder is that you don't even realize how ugly and dumb you are. I just scum, bottom of the barrel scum, literal pond scum. Go.
By the way, did anyone hear the smoke detector in the background? Fix your smoke detector, bitch.
Fuck yourselves. Also, Donald Trump supporters, please come into my comments with those stupid copy paste laughing emojis. I would love to go on every single one of your profiles and reply with a personal insult, because all of you are so worth insulting. It's not even hard.
Oh my God, you really are going to get back at us, aren't you? Wow. I'm sure we're all real scared.
Baby, if you wanted to touch my body, you should have voted for it.
Well, actually, looking at you, we're going to pass. What do you guys think? We'll pass.
You're a conservative woman. Here's how I'm going to fix your life, okay? So you just got married to your husband. Your husband is blatant, just redneck garbage. You like him, though. For some reason, something there is clicking. I'm going to seduce your husband. I'm going to seduce your husband. I'm going to look him in the eye, and I'm going to explain to him that nobody has ever made me feel the way he has. And I'm younger than you, conservative woman that married him. And I'm going to start, like, explaining that I'm just so fun and I like doing fun shit, because you're probably married and you can't do fun shit. And then once I do that and I implement your fucking marriage arc, he's going to
cause some irrational feelings, which is going to establish itself in your marriage problems. And then you're going to be like, why am I doing this shit for a man? This is where we get you. Get you.
What is she talking about? What in the hell is she talking about? By the way, James J., you are part of the problem. Oh, yeah? Well, how am I part of the problem, James? Tell me. What the hell are you even talking about? What problem am I a part of? Jeff, isn't there a mob guy that flip we haven't heard from? We need new people. Frank Smith, Mikey Flattop, Wayne Grandy. I don't know. Someone we've never heard from. Just a thought. Yeah, I've tried reaching out to most of those people. Most of them don't want to talk or they know how shitty this genre is and don't want to get involved with it. Why would they want to get involved with this, Danny F? So they can be ridiculed by a bunch of assholes that don't show their face, you know, and goofy, you know, exposed channels. You know, that's the problem, man. This genre is definitely in a slump. Yeah, it is. By the way, put a 1 in the chat if you wanted more. If you want more of these funny videos, because they actually are pretty funny. Did Mikey Flattop cooperate? Yes, he has. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Jimmy Light kicking up. Yes, he is. What's up, Will Fulton? Cynthia says, I love Andrew Tate. Careful bringing a political take into your channel. You could lose viewership. I don't think I have. I'm just literally laughing at funny videos. Don't be so serious all the time. Alley Shades. Where's Alley Shades? He's just Jimmy, and he's a little light down below and in his shoes. Yes, he is Alley Shades, but he's always looking forward to us. You're really going to spend $200 on a bottle? Yes. I didn't cry when Biden won, and neither did I. Neither did I. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to keep playing these. People are liking them. People are liking them. What's up, Brooke? How you doing? Yes, it is weird. Straight up unhinged. Yeah, it is. Let's play a few more.
Only way to argue with maggots now is to not silence. They refuse to educate themselves, so I refuse to fucking talk to them. They don't exist.
Okay, so this is a really good political playbook on both sides. When you don't know how to argue, you just make fun of the other side and say, well, they don't want to bring facts. Yet you haven't brought any facts. It's just this weird, like, oh, they're so bad, and I can't tell you why, but they're so bad.
When Steve from Blue's Clues is disappointed in you, you fucked up.
True.
I'm tired. I'm numb. I'm struggling to know what happens next. But the one question I do have is, how do we keep each other safe?
I don't know. I mean, just it looks like from the looks of it, I mean, I don't think your life's at risk as far as I know. Is it now at risk? What happened?
Can we just publicize who people voted for? Because I'm sorry, but if you're going to vote for a felon, racist, misogynistic, idiot, Cheeto of a man, and own that, like, you should have to own that decision. And that should be public knowledge. And your future employers should know. And your future, anyone you encounter should be able to look that up. Because who the F are these 73 million people that did this? I would love to know.
Well, probably the people that are sick and tired of people like you and this stupid woke crap. I don't care whether you like this or not. Wokeism is a real stain on this country, and it will destroy it. And people stood up and said, we don't want to do that anymore. That's why. It has nothing to do with anything else. Most people don't care that much about 6 cents cheaper gas. We just don't want people like you anywhere near the control of a country. I think that's more what it is. Yeah, they really are. Let's do 1 or 2 more here.
That my personal revenge for this 2024 election fiasco is to be a menace to men on dating apps.
Okay, by the way, why would that be? Let's play this over and listen to the hypocrisy of this.
I have decided that my personal revenge for
It's not a revenge. In fact, anybody you decline in the dating pool, it's a major win for that person. Are you serious? I mean, look, I'm not exactly Brad Pitt, but have a little self-awareness, will you, lady? I mean, seriously? You will give anybody a favor by doing that. Look at this caption. Time to make life hell for men looking to get laid. Wow, you really showed us. Thank God we're not going to not be able to mess with you.
For this 2024 election fiasco is to be a menace to men on dating apps. I'm going to re-download probably just Tinder and Hinge and match up every single man. Say I'm down for hookups.
But remember, these people don't care about it, yet they do all this stuff.
Give them a Google Voice number. Talk with them. Say, yeah, I'll come over. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm 5 minutes out. What do you mean? I'm here. Don't you see me? Guess what? I won't be there, and I'm gonna ruin your plans. Anytime
Wow, you really showed them.
you make plans with me,
That will make Kamala win. Great idea.
I will lie to you, stand you up, ghost you. I'm just gonna be a menace. Because why not? Men don't like women. I'm gonna start actively practicing.
I don't think it's the reason you think they don't like women. I just don't think they like you. That's probably more what it is. But what do I know? One more.
Let's have a chat, right? So to anybody that thinks,
okay, so by the way, we've seen about 20 videos. This is the first male. Maybe he'll say something that makes sense.
oh, we're done for, we're doomed, it's over. It ain't over yet, and let me tell you why. So there's two main reasons, right? Number one, JD Vance fixed his lips, got on that stage and said, we have a little secret that nobody knows about. And number two, Joe Biden is the current sitting president of this country. At any moment, he can evoke the 25th Amendment, which is constitutional, which would allow him to step down, and Kamala Harris steps up and she will be the current president. And she could detest the fraudulent activity that's been going on.
Wait, what fraudulent activity? Did this guy not notice that Donald Trump won by like a lot? He won by like over 100 electoral votes. It's not like he came down to one state and it was by like a few thousand votes. What is this guy talking about? 25? What? He admitted she lost, dude. What? Did you miss that? You missed a concession speech, bro? There's still a chance for Harris. Let me tell you why. No, nope, there isn't. You know what's funny? A certain elect could somehow not be there, let's just say, and she still wouldn't become president. You know, that's so funny, isn't it? These people are just truly lunatic.
With the elect, Elon Musk trying to give people $1 million to come and vote for Trump, that's not legal.
Isn't it? It's his money. He can do whatever he wants.
China and Russia trying to give bomb threats to polls and
nope, never happened. It was proven untrue.
In this country, randomly during the election time, that's suspicious.
Okay, but again, you're the only one saying this. His own candidates didn't even bring this up. What is this guy talking about?
And they must have forgot that Big Sister General, she's a district attorney. So she's somewhere quiet behind the scenes fighting. She's not somewhere crying. No, she's somewhere fighting and she knows what's going on. She's not stupid. It took y'all 4 days last time to count all the votes, and it took y'all less than 24 hours.
Because she got crushed. That's why, dummy. Holy shit. Can these people breathe on their own? I mean, my God, bro. Can this guy like breathe through his nose on his own? Or does he need to be told how to do it? Amazing. Dude, he didn't need the other states. It was such a blowout. He didn't need other states. It has nothing to do with how long it takes. It takes long if it's close. But it wasn't close, dude.
Delivering 3 sermons today, each
Oh
one
my
to a
God. What is this guy talking about?
different group of people. And this one is for the Trump supporters. You are going to hell for this. You're going to hell for this. You have blatantly disregarded your neighbor. You have failed to care for the widowed, the orphaned, and the immigrant. You have committed idolatry, and you have become lost in
Idolatry.
your greed and your lusts. You are proud and envious, and you will face that reality on Judgment Day. A lot of you have become too arrogant to believe.
By the way, who's more likely to face Judgment Day negatively, me or him? I mean, maybe him, but I don't know. He doesn't look like he's truly living quite the life he should be as a Christian.
That you could go to hell. A lot of you have become so idolatrous that you don't think that man could get you there. but you are wrong. And I have never felt something with such conviction in my entire life. And I don't come to you as a saint, I come to you as a fellow sinner. You can repent. You can walk away from this. You can start to atone. But I doubt any of you will. I think that if God himself...
All right, this guy's the worst one. All right, I'm going to do one more. All right, let's do this.
This was our last chance. It's over. This country just died. You motherfuckers were so threatened by a woman being in charge. It's
No, I don't know if it was that. I just think people just didn't buy it.
not even about color. It's about a woman being in charge.
I don't think.
A woman making things better. That y'all are so threatened by a woman that you let a felon, a rapist, and a racist, narcissist, fascist be in charge. Shame on you. Here's was our last chance.
All right. Well, there you go. If you want to have fun, like you're bored or something, go on TikTok and just watch those videos. Just hilarious. A lot of ones. I played a lot. I played a lot of them. I don't want to bother people too much, but yeah, by the way, it's funny. Talk about inclusive, right? The party of inclusivity. Didn't seem too inclusive, did it? Interesting how that works. What else do we have here? A lot of comments about the videos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Anthony? Anthony Santabello. These chicks got me limp as fuck. Yes, me too. I actually like you today. Should I play more of those? You guys like those, huh? A lot of people like them. All right, I'll play some more. You guys want me to play some more? All right, fine. I'll play some more. Let's get some better ones. I'll keep messing with these. Trust me, she's not getting a lot of messages. Exactly. What is she? What is she crazy? Who the hell would want to see her on Tinder? Bear with me. I'll play some more. People really want to see these, so let's play some more. All right. I don't get that one.
Something. Donald Trump is not my president. He is not my president.
Actually, he is.
He will never be my president. I will never call him president. He will never, that will never come out of my mouth out of respect. If I do, it'll be out of sarcasm, making a joke, calling him something.
Wow, you really showed him.
I don't know how to explain to Trumpies that they are so obsessed with Trump because they have mommy and daddy issues. I don't know how to tell them that because they don't even realize they have mommy and daddy issues.
Okay, so this girl's telling us that we have issues. Or not we, but anyone that voted for Trump. But again, I will say we, because I would never do something like this ever. She's telling us we have emotional issues. This person who's literally on TikTok having emotional issues.
That's where it starts. Because you want to be the golden child so bad. You want to go tell your parents, I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump. That's why it's an obsession. You're obsessed with him, baby, because you have mommy and daddy issues. That's why you don't have any healthy relationships in your life, because you don't even have a healthy relationship with yourself.
This might be the dumbest one we've seen yet.
A highly trained professional assassin.
Wait.
There is a highly trained professional assassin out there right now, and you have one job. Chop, chop, bitch.
Wow. FBI. We should be to her. This young lady is a danger. Wow, did you just hear that? Yikes. My guess is she already's gotten the knock.
So, now that the orange turd has won, we should now rename America Hell, because it is going to be hell on earth once they strip everyone's rights away that is no straight, white, cis man.
By the way, nice glasses, dude.
So buckle up. Hope you freaking Republicans are happy. I'm out of here.
No, you're not. You're still living in your own house. By the way, did I miss it? Is Donald Trump getting rid of gay marriage? Or did he ever say anything about gay people? I must have missed that. And by the way, this guy's still living in Michigan or wherever the hell he lives. He didn't go anywhere.
All of you men, and yes, it's primarily men, who have been commenting on my election posts and my Kamala posts are really just embarrassing yourself and proving my point further that Kamala was a far better candidate than Trump. And Trump shouldn't actually have been allowed to be in the election. He should have been in a white padded room a long time ago, along with the rest of you who decided to vote for him. Also, your God or your Jesus doesn't fucking love you the way that you think they do.
Okay. So she's telling us that we all need to be in padded rooms. Maybe, but I mean, who's more likely to be needed to do that? Us or her? Got it?
No, it's okay. You can laugh over my liberal tears if you want to.
All right, we will.
How many family members and friends and loved ones have you lost because of your hate that you were spewing in my comments? There is very real concern. I am disabled. I have reproductive health issues. You laugh because you feel like it doesn't affect you, but then you look around you and you realize your circle's gotten smaller. You said you didn't want woke. You didn't want woke? Yeah? Well, that woke is my life. You don't know my life. Good luck.
Why would we know your life? We don't give a fuck about you. What is this? Why does this girl think she's this important? If she's a girl, which I'm not sure, why does she think she's this important? You don't know my life. Why would we? Just like when my dad died, she didn't call me. Why didn't you call me? It's like, why does she think she's this important?
I took yesterday to be angry and miserable, and I also took yesterday to make the decision to block my father.
So this is the weirdest of all the behaviors. Blocking family members because you don't agree with them politically. This is your family. By the way, her dad. Bitch, I lost my dad. You know what I would do to talk to him for fucking 30 seconds? And you got this fucking idiot talking stupid? This is actually starting to piss me off, man. Like, I'm not even going to do this anymore. This is just pissing me off. Is she serious? It's a fucking election. It didn't go your way. It happens. What is wrong with these people? Pissing me off at this point. No more. So funny. I'm noticing one constant on a lot of these videos. Nose rings. Good point. I actually noticed that myself. I think most of them had one, actually. All right, guys. That was fun. Fun while it lasted. So there you go. The mob genre is the mob genre. We'll see where it goes from here. I'm not going anywhere, though. I keep doing what I do, and hopefully it'll all figure itself out. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me on my channel. Thank you for hitting the like button to anybody that donated. I really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody for showing love. And I will have a new video out Saturday. So have a great evening. I'll see you all again later.